Another day, another video. Today what we're going to be working on is putting together our multi-camera edit of the live performance. So we are going to have to set ourselves up in order to do that, and then I'll show you kind of how to go through that process a little bit. We're going to worry about adding effects and stuff to the sequence that we create later, and we're going to just sort of create the sequence itself. But I did also want to show you, I found some cool B-roll footage from some other projects, and I decided to create a different sort of intro. So let's take a look at how mine's looking.
Broadcasting live performances from the Stanton Audio Recording Studio in the Michael and Sarah Coolene Center on the campus of Bowling Green State University. This is Live and Loud on WBGU HD1 Bowling Green.
And then we fade into the picture there. So pretty cool. I'm happy with the way it's coming. I just wanted to show you that in regards to, you guys can do whatever you want for that intro. I want to make sure that we we identify, maybe we use some graphics that identify some of this branding type of stuff, but also present some cool images or of what we want people to think of when they think Live and Loud. So you can get creative with that however you want to. So let's get to work on this multi-camera sequence. First thing I want to do is change this from like my effects area in the bottom left. So I'm going to change my window. I want to show my project area. All right, so there we go. Here's all the different things that I've been using so far. And what I want to do is drag in my camera content. So I'm doing song number 1. So here's my 2 cameras. And I just want to bring that content in here and import it. Alright, so there's my 2 cameras. What I need to do now is create a new bin. Alright, so I'm going to call this my multicam. Alright, and I should be able to put those things into my bin. So holding command to select multiple, and then scrolling up and adding them to that bin. So now they're inside. Okay, now I'm going to create, by right-clicking on that bin, create a multi-camera source sequence. And this is when I'm deciding, well, how exactly are we going to sync these things up? Do I want to name it anything different? Am I having multiple multi-cam sequences? No, so I can keep it named that. But what is my synchronization point? And how am I going to do this? Am I going to just say, well, I assume that the video is the exact same length. So endpoints is when they both begin. No, I'm going to go with audio, because I'll tell you, with every single one of these projects, whichever song you've been assigned, the audio content for both cameras are just going to be the unmixed Pro Tools audio that you started with. Okay, so we're gonna work with that. We can just match the audio content together, and then eventually we're gonna replace that audio. Once we're done with our sequence, we're gonna replace that with the audio that your fully mixed audio from the previous project. So I'm going with audio here and sequence settings. The idea here is that, well, every time I switch from camera to camera, do I want to switch the audio from the camera? Well, the audio is going to be the same regardless. So I'm just going to keep it as camera 1. Okay. So I should be able to hit OK at this point. And now I've got my multicam sequence. All right. That's my source sequence. But I need to make a new sequence from the clip. And that's going to bring things inside here for me. Okay, so this is when I'm going to go through now. Obviously, like the opener and that stuff has gone away. That's in my different tab. So here's my multi-camera source. And I can listen to things. And it's going to just start me with camera 1 to begin with. All right, cool. Like, you've never heard that song before, right? So we've got the content there, but how do we go ahead and switch back and forth between these things? All right, so what I want to do is be able to add the multi-camera or toggle multi-camera view, right? So I have to add this to my little toolbar. So click and drag and add it over here. Hit OK. So nice. Now I'm able to see my two cameras, and then like a preview or like a program screen of those two cameras. And I'm just gonna now be watching and going through and selecting cameras, right? So like personally, I think we're gonna want to start on camera 2. I kind of like that as the beginning. So I can just click on these, and then as I'm watching, I should be able to just switch around. Right, and then when I hit stop, you can see that I've got different clips based on which camera I'm using. All right, so you can go through and you can, just click on the camera that you want to take at whatever point, or you can use the numeric keypad. So I'm just switching back and forth by pressing 1 and 2. You can do that sort of stuff as well. And really what you're doing is you're just creating the sequence first, a timeline of events when you want to hop from one camera to the other. And then, you can always go down here and make edits to those things and trim up, at what point did that camera you really want to take it, and you can extend those things. So we're just like, really quickly sort of while watching this in real time going through and creating a sequence over it. You can also, you can rearrange these types of things. So if you hit this wrench right here, you can go through and edit the cameras. So you can switch which one is, being considered camera 1 or camera 2. You can turn them on and off and yada yada. So you can sort of customize your experience a little bit. But I think what you need to do in regards to this part of the assignment is go through doing this multi-camera sequence and creating a general idea of where you want the cuts to happen, where you want the camera switches to happen, and then go back and do another pass, and perfect it. And then what we can do is go through and make some adjustments to each one of those things. Maybe we want to add some effects or some transitions in between those things, but just go through and get the timeline and the sequence of events happening for that multi-camera thing. All right, well, we'll perfect that and create some more interesting things with the next go around. Thanks for watching.